I was born in a town not far away called Riversdale. I had my dad and my mum, two older brothers and an older sister. Everything was great. Family was doing really well. My dad had his own business and my mum had her business. And it was probably at the age of 7 or 8 that my dad sold his business, and it came to that the contract was of such a sort that he couldn't open another business in the small town as well, and so he ended up moving away to another town so that he can carry on working. At the age of 9, I think my dad moved even further away, and that's when I could sense that there was a bigger gap between mum and dad. My mum would put me on the bus over the school holidays, and I would travel 8 hours on the bus to go and visit my dad. And I was on one of those visits, woke up one morning or in the middle of the night at about 12 that I realised that my dad wasn't in the house. In the middle of the night, being 10 and trying to find my dad, and I went searching for him, and that's when I went to the house that I knew that he was at, and the curtains were pulled, and I managed to sneak a gap in one of the curtains, and that's when I caught my dad kissing another lady. Called my mum the next day and kind of say, listen, I don't know what's happening, but I can sense that this is not what it should be like. And then shortly after that, I think the next year, or maybe it was even closer after that time, that they ended up getting divorced. But my mum always, I think through this whole time, just seeing my mum's faith as well, just being constantly praying, constantly spending time with God, and like we've said, being in her secret place. I don't think I really realised what she was doing, or the impact that it would have on my life, with her constant praying and her constant devotion, and just sitting at God's feet, because she had no other options for a lot of the things. Some days that I remember was great, where we would come home and there would be a parcel on our kitchen bench. Someone dropped off food, which is really good to know that the community was there and friends were there. But then there was also other days where I'd finish school, get home, and there would just be nothing and only a few items in the freezer. Giving my heart to the Lord, I fully understood it at that particular time, but I still reflect back and I go, I think I was almost still too young to fully grasp what that means for me. I almost want to say there was a bit of up and downs for me with my relationship with God. I really knew that stuff that I needed to sort out. I connected up with Peter Taylor, and he sat down with me on many occasions to talk to me about it and try and help me to establish things that I can put in place to help me through that time. Even from shortly after joining Curate, I started serving as part of the setup team, and it's always been something that I felt like it's enjoyable and it's something that I can do to add to the church and to the community as well. Connections that you make on a Sunday turn into connections that you make through the week as well. So there's definitely that big sense of family, and when you're part of a family like this, you feel like you belong here and you've got purpose.